and she's kind of smushed, but you can pull her out, so I'm trying to leave her right there. The reason I have this little shim thing for my side keys and a piece of rubber in the little part right here is because this bar right here, as I run it up, she is leaking. This key right here is leaking, so I gotta keep her down with a little rubber right there. Other than that, here at the top here, right here with the screw attachment, well, you see where they welded the mess out of this here. She doesn't tighten as well as she could, so it's whatever, but it's really a bad problem. It's really a bad problem, but yeah. And they let's see here, if I flip her over, yeah, right in here you can see where they re-welded some of this down here. I don't even think this piece was right here, but yeah. So let me get the neck and show you her neck. So when I put her in, so yeah, and you see I put tape on it, which is not an idealist thing to do, but it's better than nothing. And you can see musicians, when they don't have time to fix their instruments, to do quick fixes like this, it helps seal it. So when I played it, I could play relatively some of the little notes. But if you look on my channel and you look at Goodnight Julia, that rendition, I did that with this tenor saxophone, and she was actually in the same shape she's in now. So if you hear me struggling on some notes, and some notes sound elongated a little bit more, because I'm trying to sustain them, and they sound a little bad on the vibrato parts. But yep. So this is her. I just got this Korg about a couple of months ago. I had her sealed off with a little bit of tape. Again, the tape, it works. And it keeps the mouthpiece on a little bit more, because the mouthpiece wants to fall off, because it becomes very, very sharp. And I'm trying to figure that out. But my phone is ringing, so alright guys, I'll see you later. Alright, we're back guys, but this time I'm going to take out, set her to the side, and we're going to focus on this case now. I know this case is a little fuzzy and got a little stuff in there, but really, I haven't played my tenor saxophone in a while, and one of the reasons being is my case. I play my alto, and that's what I principal on, so it's what I've been playing with, but really this case is about to bite the dust. And when I travel with it, look at this is ridiculous. When I travel with it, this is ridiculous. When I travel with the case and everything, it kind of just it ruins the experience. So I just took Nebula out right there and put it to the side. But really what I want to focus on is this case, you guys. I haven't really been playing my tenor saxophone, and I love my tenor saxophone, but the reason I haven't been playing is this case, partially because look at this. This is just falling apart on me, and it's just man. And one of the worst parts about it is back here, where you can see where this is just, look at it coming apart from the hinges here, and that's just ridiculous. It's just coming apart on the hinges. And then you got right here you got this rivet, not rivet, but yeah, all these are riveted in, but the clamps are very, very thin and very, very old age. I guess this was the first case that came with it, because now watch as I close it and think that my tenor saxophone is secured, but it's not. So this is how you close it. And that's closed, and that's closed, and this one actually, the metal just bent off and just broke off on it. So so this is not closed. So this is basically what I have. I mean, look, when I push it back and make sure it's flush with the, I have to pull it up. See, the thing is, they have these pins in them where the pins get bent back every 5 seconds. So I don't feel like pulling back the pins right here. And what the pins do, these pins, they push right down in these slots right here, and that's pretty much what keeps it flush here and here. And well, one of my pins are off. Make sure that pin goes down there. Yeah, flush in here and here and here. So that one doesn't have one. So imagine, I'm just going to do this for the video, but imagine we're going to pick up this. Okay, so I'm about to put my instrument back in here. So let's open it up. If I were to put Nebula, my baby, back into this case, close it, and mind you, she weighs at least 7 to 10 pounds at least, and go try to pick it up. Look what starts to happen. Oh man, now she's not level. Look at that. Oh man. And now I go to pick it up, and she's weak, and she's moving, and eventually this pops up, and under the pressure this one pops up as well. And that's what I have, a sexual disaster. And she just pops open, and all of my stuff just falls out. And this happened to me once, but I've held it to the point where the saxophone has never actually fell out. It kind of sustains its own weight, and by the time I get my hands over it, I'll catch it if it ever does that to a point. But yeah, and this is ridiculous. But like I told you guys, October and December, they're months of wonder, and you tend to get presents by the end of the year. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce to you my birthday present. So yeah, you guys, this is my birthday present. This is my new sax case. Now she's pretty cool. It's a Max case. I don't know about the brand. It's probably an off-brand, but if the case is good, the case is good. It doesn't matter about the brand, right? So let's flip it over and let's see what we got. So we got this compartment here. You zip it out, and you can put all types of goodies, reeds and stuff. That's the plastic that it came in. All kinds of reeds and goodies and stuff. This is the strap, the waist strap that you can put on the sides. And here's the clips on the side for the waist strap, or body strap, or whatever you want to call it. Let's zip her back up. Give me 1 second, guys. Zip. There we go. All right. Now we have two ways of closing it. You got the zipper. You have this wraparound Velcro centerpiece here, and then you have here where you can wrap the two arms together, two handles together here. So we're gonna open it up and see what's inside, guys. Okay, open. Oh, this is the wrong way, so I'm gonna flip it around. Flip her around really good. Open up. Ah, yes. So we have the imprint of a saxophone, tenor saxophone. Yes, it looks really small, but we'll see. Let's see here. Yeah, here's a cushion. This is a cushion index. This is an index style cushion for the back part of the horn. This is the neck part, of course. Here's the mouthpiece part for the mouthpiece, and this is a neat little pop-up. There's all the cute stuff in there. It's cute. It's nice. And see, and I'll let go. You'll go far in life. Okay, but let's see my saxophone in here. So let's take out Nebula and see how she likes it. Oh yeah. And the reason I call her Nebula is because the lacquer color. Lacquer color is like a darker type lacquer. It's not a brighter lacquer. It's a darker lacquer. So you can call her Nova for short, but I call her Nebula. Both of it has to do with outer space and planets. So sometimes I call her Nova for short. She likes Nova better, but Nebula is her. It's like Bessie. It's like her old name. Sorry, Nebula, calling you Bessie. But I'm sending her in here, and uh-oh, we got a little issue, guys. See here, she's Nebula is rejecting her case, her new case. She doesn't want to live here. It's like a hermit crab doesn't want to live in his shell. Okay, so here's what we have. All right, we have a saxophone that's not. Let me give you guys a little better view. So yeah, guys, she's not fitting. You can see here around this part of the bell that the bell doesn't want to sit correctly, properly in there, and we're gonna find out why. It's because of this old age covering of the keys, the protector of the shield that's normally on Yamaha instruments. Now it's just like spoke shields, and they pop out, and they don't yield, so they don't bend in. So even if you want to mistakenly force it in there, it wouldn't work. They're very, very strong. We also have this back one who's also rejecting its position and its enclosure. It's not fitting in this indention here. This back part is not fitting in here. You can see how the makers designed it so if the thumb rest, if it were to be in here, it could be in any of these spots, and it does fit in there. But since the back doesn't fit in there, it's kind of like at an angle. He's resting at an angle here. It's down in the front, up in the back. So if I were to push it down in the back, oh, that's nice, but here the bell is now rejecting the spot even more than it was last time. See the bell, you come up and the bell is bell's supposed to be down here, but she's up here, and now that forces the saxophone to push itself up some. So if I push it back down, it goes back to its original position, but the bell is messed up and these two are still rejecting their spots. But originally these two were accepting their spots right before I changed it. Right here, if I put them right here, they're accepting their spots just a little bit, just enough to fit, but it seems like the space between the saxophone doesn't fit with the case. Yeah, you can see it. But it's still a nice case. I don't want to send it back, and I don't want to give it back. Pretty sure my dad bought this on Craigslist. Told me that a couple minutes ago. So what I want to do is I want to make case modifications. And the way, give me a second, guys. The way I'm going to do this is my sister she's quite handy with the sewing machine, so we're probably going to have to cut and re-sew this, cut it out here, cut it, just take a knife and just cut it. Just make sure we're careful about it. It looks like the zipper was sewn in around here, and that's how, you see here, the zipper was sewn in here, and it's got a little glue on the back there. Might do a little modification, probably going to have to do a modification up here, but it's a really nice case and I like it. So I wish this was Velcro and not for modifying, but so it seems to be styrofoam on the inside. It seems to be very soft but very firm at the same time. Maybe a hardened type dark styrofoam, the dark type styrofoam you might find in electronics, stuff like that. It's pretty firm. It's not like the regular case. It's pretty firm and pretty soft on the inside here, but pretty firm on the outside for the frame, so it doesn't really yield to another saxophone size. Yeah, but you can I'm pretty sure you can just take a sander, and I can I'm gonna want to take at least either keep the frame in here or take the frame out and just sand it down, because that's what it's pretty much asking me for right now. Just sanding it down. I'm probably gonna sand it down somewhere up in here, maybe sand this back some, because the original in this case here, the original she's just a square. She wasn't she just squared out. She wasn't molding any shape, and then that's kind of bad for the tenor, but it is what it is. But this one has a shape, so I could either make it square to the shape, or I could just leave some indentures for the shape, and I could Yeah, but that's probably what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna take a sander and sand it down and just keep putting my saxophone in here until it fits. And then once it fits, I'm gonna try to close it and see if any keys, because it's very important, guys, that if your saxophone is not fitting, that